Very, very good morning, everyone. Please open up your screen so I know I'm talking to you and I can see your expressions. So instead of the Thursday, we are meeting on Saturday today. And you all had put the request to take different topics. And one of them was finding it day by day difficult for the marriages to happen. So, number one, like whether it is boys or girls, they are not being able to find the right candidate for their partner. And I think all the requests were from people who are in India. So we will be focusing more on what problem India is facing when with the situation of marriage, because it's not about simply finding the partner for the marriage. It is about finding the right partner for the marriage that we are facing the problem with. Is there anyone who has any suggestions or anything, like any clue why it is happening and why are we facing the problem? Anyone has any inputs for the same? Yeah, Vimla, Geeta, Suchitra, anybody has any input for the same, that why are we facing the problem, or else like I will continue? Yeah, if you can raise your hand if anyone thinks that like this is why suddenly the situations have changed. This phase was not there in India before, and this phase has started now. Am I audible, guys? Am I audible? Please put a sign so I get to know if I'm audible or I'm not audible properly. I'm assuming I'm audible. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for messaging. Yeah. So there is a transition which happens in as the time passes. So many times what happens is we are still so much addicted and so much used to seeing things, perceiving things, acting on different things from our old mindset. So Suchitra is saying girls are more qualified now and want to follow, what was it? Like one sec. Want to follow their career. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong in following the career, right? Like, how is it a prerequisite that if you get married, you cannot follow your career and you cannot have your career? So, having a career mindset is a block? Probably not. But for sure, like our mindsets have changed, and that has become a biggest problem. Like today, if you go and do the research, marriage is a contract and marriage is a commitment. And if you will see that getting into any relationship, whether it is they are getting married or not, whether it's simply a girlfriend and a boyfriend. So gamophobia is the biggest fear of commitment, and which is increasing day by day. So more and more people are facing this problem of fear of commitment. There are many times I'm getting parents coming to me and people actually come for sessions because they're not being able to find the right partner. So the girls' parents feel that they are not being able to find the right partner because boys are not ready to get married. They feel if in the market there are, for example, out of 100, 80 boys have already found the girls. So in the arranged marriage situation, the remaining 20, probably out of that, another 50% are not ready to get married and for the commitment because they feel that 30 is still too young and we want to wait for that. So the remaining out of that 100, if we speak about the 10%, there are no mediators left. Because nobody wants, like how in the olden times there were mediators and mediators will show you were answerable to them. So that doesn't happen. So for them, they are finding it day by day difficult for that. And when I have got the boys' parents coming, so majority of them say, I do not know what to do. My son is not agreeing to get married. And if they get agreed to marry, the girls are very demanding. Girls are saying, we do not want any family commitment. These are the stories, true or they are not true, right or wrong. I'm not saying anything. These are the stories. I am just sharing what I get when people come for the sessions, and these are the stories which I get to hear a lot. If I need to understand it, when we teach hypnosis, we teach them that how hypnosis before the World War II was very, very famous. And hypnosis at that point of time was even used in the surgeries instead of anesthesia. So hypnosis is very old school of healing. And in fact, like now, it is not that popular as much as popular it was before. And I'm talking about clinical hypnosis because doctors were using that a lot. But after World War II, hypnosis, the popularity of hypnosis came down a lot. And logically, if you want to understand the reasoning behind it, what we teach in the classes is hypnosis is nothing else than the messages given to the client. They are more receptive to it. Their level of susceptibility to those messages defines the success or the failure of a hypnosis session. So why it happened that only after the World War II, the popularity of the hypnosis went down? Because there was a lot of industrialization happened and people started becoming very logical. So when people started becoming logical, the way in which they received messages, that changed, and that they started becoming operating out of their brains and logic. So the same suggestions given in hypnosis work on their mind. And then Dr. John Kappas came with the theory of suggestibility at that time to understand how there are different kind of people and there are different suggestibility. Suggestibility is nothing else than how people take messages in. And he redefined it. And then he said, this is how, if we work, the people will be again getting the same effective results with hypnosis. I guess the time has come for the society or for us to realize and understand that we have progressed in the time of digital media world, and the curriculum, which is so much logical. In today's time, we still follow our old methods of how the marriages used to happen and how people used to connect. It cannot work because number one, the level of education definitely has increased. When I say education, what I mean is that people are thinking from the logic. Apart from that, each one has their own identity. So whether it is the new age girl or the boy, like they have their own identity. So they have their own identity, which means they have their own mindset of how life should be and what is the life they are expecting. What is the commitment in a relationship they visualize from their partners? And they have seen the senior group of people who are in marriage, and probably they have learned what is it that they really do not want. So if they feel that, okay, they have their own dreams and they have goals and they have ambitions, they feel that both are equally capable and both should have the equal responsibilities. Now, when we speak about the compatibility in the relationship, in the marriage, how do you get to know compatibility without being with that person for some time being? So if I am expecting compatibility in a relationship, I require to be with that person. And the arranged marriage scenario, it does not happen. At the same time, the mindset is not for everyone that, okay, I will look for a partner. So somewhere there is still that struggle in the thought process, which is happening. And that next move has not happened. That, okay, what are the things that I require in my partner? What are the topmost priorities for me? But if a person is expecting that I need everything, I want a good looking person. Now, what are called good looks also are defined by you. Like there are many times the mindset is still that somebody who has a fair skin, who is thin, who is tall, who has this features, who will match and mix with my family, who will be like, very generous. They speak in a particular way. They are socially presentable, yet they're working, yet they're taking responsibilities. So the number of things are so much. It's not that you are going and buying a laptop in the market to see that, these are the features, it should be there in my phone. These are the features which should be there in my laptop. It's a live human being. You are not, it's a commitment. And what people require to understand is, if I expect it from a person, if I make a list, for example, like what are the things that you are expecting in your partner? So write down the list. For example, you expect loyalty, then loyalty, honesty, communication. They are being kind. They should have a lot of money. They have the capacity to earn this much of income. They are good looking. They are educated. Whatever are the list. I'm not saying what list is right and what list is wrong. What are the list which is a must? What are the list which is okay to have? What are the list which you are ready to let go? But whatever are the list which you have a must on, are you ready to offer the same? Whether it is a boy or a girl. You cannot demand and say that, okay, I'm expecting honesty from you, but it is okay if I'm not being honest. I'm expecting that you should have this much money and earning capacity, but I am going to sit at home and do nothing. I am expecting you to be a very social animal and like being this, but I cannot. Is that the point where everyone is understanding? And this is not only for people who are not married, it's just for people who are married as well. If you have problems in your relationship, you need to make your list. And you need to understand whatever are you demanding, are you offering it? And not offering it as per your understanding, offering it as per your partner's understanding. Because you may say, yes, I'm doing this, how much more can I do? But ask your partner. Like, is it that, if I'm demanding something, that you should do this, if it is, you should, and I must, if I'm using words like I must and I should, then am I also offering the same thing? And if not, then prepare yourself to be able to offer that. And that is the first foundation in a relationship. The trust is the major foundation in a relationship. And the one thing which everyone requires in the trust, what is it that, people require? Like, how do you trust someone? If there is one quality which I say is a must for a trust, can you guys put your answers and then I will give my answer. What is the one quality each one should possess to be able to trust and to be able to be trustworthy for someone? Because the first foundation in a relationship is having trust in each other. So what would you, according to you, is that quality? Acceptance. Then what else? Will you accept the person is very angry and has the mindset of, okay, I want to murder, I don't want to be loyal, I want to accept it? You're not going to accept it. It's easy to say acceptance, but like, you know what to accept and what not to. Good communication. I'm asking for trust. Guys, please write. So why relationship is not working till then? Someone has written, girls are more qualified now and want to follow their career. The boys are used to seeing their mothers at home and cannot understand why the girls are not able to attend to all the family needs even after taking care of career. Most boys are still not in a mindset to help around at home. Okay. The faith faith is equivalent to trust. What do you require for faith to have faith? So that answer you give me. Because faith and trust are more or less like same. Credibility, then what else? What is the one thing which I require? What brings the credibility? One thing which is at most important for me to be able to put my trust into someone and for someone to be able, I be trustworthy for them. Love. You may love someone, but does that necessarily mean that you trust them, that what you want they will do for you? You may communicate very well, good communication, but does that mean you trust that they will do it for you? I may communicate to someone that, oh, I need a clean house. Does that mean I'll trust that they are going to clean my house? Honesty. What else? The person will stand with you in any circumstances. Yeah, what else? So guys, all the points you are saying are the attributes which is a part of being able to put trust, but not one thing. Like the first thing and the foremost thing is safety. You will be able to trust only a person with whom you feel safe. The person might be honest, person might be loving you, person might be communicating, the person may stand with you. But if the person, I'm not feeling safe with that person, or the person does not feel safe with me, if you are feeling unsafe, you cannot trust someone. All the other things are the second step. But my inability to be able to make someone feel safe enough, and someone, like even if, you share your things, you share when you feel safe with that person. Even if you take a cab, if you feel that you are not feeling safe, you don't want to enter, that times you don't want to enter a lift and there is no reason. If you just look at a person and you feel unsafe, you can't trust to enter that lift. And we are talking about trust in every aspect of life, right? So the first and foremost thing you understand in a marriage and in a relationship is also, there has to be that trust in each other. So you take the extra mile and you go extra mile to make the other person feel safe. It's not the fight about right and wrong. Oh, but my point is correct and why don't you understand? My point is correct. I want a girl who does this thing, or I want a boy who does this thing. I mean, when there is that, the feeling of safety is there, automatically to make other person feel safe, you understand them. And they want to understand you. Now, when you want to understand someone and someone wants to understand you, you will communicate, because without communication, you will not. It comes from a place of love and wanting to do it for others. So you realize that, like, just one simple thing, that if you just keep it in your mind that I want to do, and when it comes from a place of love, then there is an acceptance of what other person have and they do not have. And you accept them for who they are and what they are not. They build their credibility. The faith automatically comes. There is honesty in the relationship. There is integrity in a relationship. There is loyalty in a relationship. It becomes like two people become their best friends. The compatibility automatically comes. Relationship needs investment. What people don't understand, they feel it's a ready-made thing. But two people are coming from different background, different upbringing, different thought process, different educational system, different experience zone. They cannot be completely like you. And it's not even a healthy thing that even if you will find a partner who is exactly like you. Because you as a person also will have your own negatives as much as you have your positives. There's someone who can take care of your negatives and someone's negativity, like I'm not talking about negativity, sorry, but like negatives you can take, because everybody has something which is their strength and something which is their weakness. Someone can emotionally be strong, someone can like physically run around. So in the time of crisis, if there's a fire, like one of the partner is still very active and their brain is functioning and they can run around and find solution. But if a child is unwell, probably that person may not be able to take care. And that point of time, the other person who can remain, who can handle emotions, is still grounded and taking. So that's what I mean in a relationship. So guys, if you are married, think about it. If you are not married, please think about it. Do not keep in your criteria the things like, okay, it has to be a good looking, because it has to be this, it has to be this, it has to be this. But rather go with a mindset of you are going to invest into it. You invested so much time and money into your education. You invest so much time and money into your new technology. You invest in everything that you want to learn. Then this is the foundation of everything. You need to have the mindset of like investing your time and energy into it. You cannot say it will be ready-made and then complain and crib about it that the person doesn't understand. If they don't understand, what is it that they understand? How do you make the person understand and create that safety net there is your responsibility. I believe the more and more people, if they will just keep this one thing in mind, I want my relationship to have trust base and I want that safety net there. And when I say safety, not just feeling safe, but even feeling safe to be able to speak, feeling safe to be able to act, feeling safe to be able to take a step which is different, feeling safe in a relationship where, and then you know that how to take that next step, but you cannot feel unsafe even if you want to ask some money. You cannot say, I feel unsafe if I'll speak this, then I will get shouted. I feel unsafe if I do this thing. Create that safety zone in different aspect of life. That these are the foundational thing which is required in a relationship, so that how do I create that safety zone there? If you are able to create that, and if that becomes your mindset, probably I think half of the relationship issues will start getting over. And it's a huge investment. It's a huge investment with a lot of qualities, a lot of things that one requires. It does not happen over, does not happen. But look around you and you will see people whose relationships are really working well. They have invested into it. They know exactly. So they know how to compartmentalize things in a relationship, how to work as a team. More than it's about like, it's about me and it's about you, it's about we and us. And when we start considering it about as we and us, then half the time the need to prove a point and who will not. And like, how do they define love? A lot of things and perspective starts changing. Is that making sense to everyone what I am saying? Probably if you will have that mindset, like you will automatically, for people who are even struggling the marriage, like what you are thinking about it, your frequency changes. And we strongly believe that the frequency at which you vibrate, you attract the same. The minute you think and you are ready for it, then you are not dependent on someone, because your energies are very aligned and the right partner comes to you. And then at that point of time, you are not thinking whether it's right and wrong. You just allow your most compatible soulmate to walk into your life, because now you are ready for it. You do not fear commitment. You are committing and you are investing in a relationship. Just do what I am asking you to do and see whether the situation around you starts transforming and start changing on. And understood properly. If anyone has, please put that, then I can. Will not. So every or anyone has any question. Anybody, any questions here? How to find the right partner, how relationships, Seema Shah, you need to like give me a sign so I understand. Let me see where Seema Shah is. Yeah. Seema, you can unmute yourself. Yeah. And can you please open your screen and tell me what is the problem or question?
Hi, can you see me?
Hi, Seema. Yeah, I can see you.
I've just woken up and one of my friends sends me a link and I'm so happy because I was talking to her yesterday and I'm single, I'm 50, I'm widow basically with 2 kids. Actually, over the period of time now I realize like my husband passed away like 4 years back and now I've realized that I want to get back to, into a relationship, attract somebody compatible, a companion, basically. In my mind, it only comes companion because I was married. I'm not somebody who was separated, divorced, or some things like that. So it's a very different kind of criteria in which now in this present situations, which I feel, I'm not sure how others take it, but people are not looking for commitments. Like so how to go about finding for some, I'm really scared to find the right partner, like not scared, I'm looking out, but I want to attract the right partner actually. Yeah. So it's not that I'm not moving around with men as in,
Yeah.
uh, you know, yeah, I am moving around with men, but I want to attract them the right way, the right companion. Yeah, that's the question. Right way. What is the right way?
Yeah. So Seema, first
And
of all, I mean, did you hear?
how do you take it up? How do you take up a relation? I am very bad at it, because my married life was not a very successful life. Being, I mean, as couple we were good, but there was a lot of financial stress and things like that, which really troubled me in my marriage life, and have faced certain issues with my husband in past. Yeah, I had a not a very good, what you say. Um, Good life, married life was not great, I would say. Yeah.
Okay.
So
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 what
so that so now how to attract the right one so that I don't fall in the ditch again? How to take it up is my question. Yeah. And of course, at 50, I have so many criterias now. Okay, if this, then fine. Otherwise, how? But somewhere I feel all criterias won't match. That's 100% sure. But because we are mature as women now than earlier. Because at that age also, I didn't attract the right guy. I feel I just rushed into it. I felt. Thinking, oh, everybody gets married, let me also get married. Somebody you found, few points are
got it?
matching. Ho gaya.
I got it.
And it was arranged marriage. It was not love marriage, or you
I
meet the people often and then decide. Nothing like that. So now, and not that my great, my capacity of earning was great and things like that.
So first of all, Seema, I do not know whether you listened to the entire session or not, or you
No,
joined
I didn't. I
suddenly.
just joined you 5 minutes back because she sent
Oh,
me a link. I woke up
okay.
and I
So
was just talking
first,
to her
yeah,
yesterday and she sent me this link. Yeah.
okay. So first of all, you require to like go on our YouTube and see the entire link. So I will not repeat all the points that I explained. And there are many, many
Yeah.
points that I explained here of like how to go about it, finding a right life
How to
partner.
take it up because lot of
No,
men also have
I have
trust issues
already,
now.
no, no,
Men
I
also have
just
trust issues now.
I
Yeah.
just explain about the trust issues and all. And like, if after that also, if you feel you have a problem, we are going to have an entire trust workshop, how people like do not being able to trust and to help them release it in after like 2 months. We are going to work on trust. Like we are in fact like on 9th, we are starting with our fear of commitment workshop, But one of the biggest is the gamophobia, which is the relationship. And then after that, we are starting the trust, like call our own find out. When it comes to your personal thing, the first list is what is it that you learned from your first relationship? What was your learning? Like what you could have done differently? What was a missing point that because of that, even after many years, you feel if you didn't have clarity then do you have clarity now? And
Your voice in between is
sorry,
freezing.
can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, sure. Now I can hear you.
So if there is something which did not work in the relationship, then like what did you learn? Why did what point of vulnerability was there? So once you understand the vulnerability, of beliefs that the girls or the women are supposed to be like that. You require to make the entire list so that you can change the list now. Are you still following the same thing? Like, have you changed or are you still making the same mistakes? So once like you have clarity, so what happens? Something which did not work in my becoming a negative experience for me, I use it as an opportunity ground to learn from it. Is that making sense to you, Seema? Once that
Yeah,
learning is
I agree.
there,
I agree. I agree.
once that
Uh, as a mature woman, I know like what exactly I'm looking for. Is that the problem? Or, I don't think I had any issues like where two of us were concerned. Because I also feel marriage is
no,
something destined, like whom you get into is a destiny.
no,
I
not
don't know, I
necessarily.
feel that.
Marriage is not always destiny. It can be a
Is it?
choice
Oh, very,
also.
very nice to know that. Lovely.
No, no. It can be a choice also, and like majority time, it's a choice that we make. It's not
But like
always the destiny.
my only thing is I'm looking for somebody, like financially settled and all, and I'm single
Yeah.
now with
So
two
I think
kids.
for all those things, you need to listen to a half an hour what I explained.
I'm so
When you
sorry, I joined in a little
get
late.
that,
No
no, but
problem.
it
But
will
where's
be
the
the
link? How do I get the link for the YouTube?
you subscribe Cesta Healing. The minute you will subscribe in half an hour, you will
Yeah.
get like immediately
Oh,
you
what's your
get.
good name? What's your good name? I'm so sorry. I think you're Sheetal's cousin, na? Some
I
far
don't
off.
know. I will just simply tell you, you like subscribe Cesta Healing, Cesta, Cesta Healing.
Huh, huh,
And
huh.
when you will subscribe and you will see today's session already there and you can go through it,
Awesome.
listen to it.
No problem.
You will
No
get
problem.
our number also. If you get problem, you can connect to the office and can find out. But for now, if you give me the permission, I can scan and do the downloads for everyone where I see how peers are facing up. Yeah. Seema, do I have the
Hmm.
permission to scan?
Sure. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So for all of you, do I have the permission to pull, cancel, and send to God's light the belief in you that it's impossible to get the right person and marriage? We cancel it all the for level of your belief work to be genetic level and to be replaced with. It is possible for one to have the right person and to be able to attract the right person in the commitment of marriage. Do I have the permission to change that? And whoever
Yes,
wants, let us say yes.
Yes.
yes, yes.
So would you all like to know what it feels like to understand the definition of marriage and the partner in the marriage through Creator's definition and perspective of the seventh plane of Creator of all that is. I understand the commitment of marriage in this lifetime, on this earth, in this era, at this time, at the frequency, through Creator's definition and perspective of the seventh plane of Creator of all that is. I know what it feels like to allow myself to have a beautiful marriage and a beautiful relationship in my marriage. It is safe, it is possible, and I'm deserving of it. I know what it feels like to consider myself equally accountable and responsible for this marriage to be very beautiful. I know what it feels like to release the fear of marriage and the commitment, and I understand the difference between my marriages and other marriages, and I let go of my fear that I may have acquired by witnessing others' marriages, or may that be my parents' marriage. I know I'm different, and what energy I vibrate with, I attract. I allow myself to create the energy field which is very vibrant and which has the base of love, trust, faith, mutual understanding. And I allow myself to attract the same. It is safe, it is possible. I know how to do that through Creator's definition and perspective of the seventh plane of Creator of all that is. I'm deserving of it. I understand trust-based relationship through Creator's definition and perspective of the seventh plane of Creator of all that is. I know how to be trustworthy, and it is safe, it is possible for me to be trustworthy for people. Into every cell of your body, every area of your life, at all the four level of your beliefs, for each one's highest and best, the highest and best possible way for each one now. Whoever wish to have these feelings, please say yes. Creator of all that is, it is commanded to instill these feelings into this entire group, whoever says yes. And the feelings be downloaded into everyone who says yes later while watching the video. Thank you, it is done, it is done, it is done. Creator, show me. So would you all like to know what it feels like to understand the difference between the destiny and a choice? And you allow yourself to open up the multiple choices with which your soul has been born on this earth. I know what it feels like to choose and allow my divine consciousness to choose right and to believe in my own self. I know what it feels like to allow myself to be able to create the most beautiful relationship in the marriage, which is the most compatible divine life partner relationship. And it is safe, it is possible. I know how to create that. And I allow myself to move on in my life. I understand change in time, change in thought process. I release the need in me to be needy in a relationship and rather come from a place of conviction and self-belief, self-love, and self-acceptance and the self-dignity. I know it is possible for me to attract the same, and I allow the divine plan to unfold in the most beautiful way. I understand when I'm ready, the right person surfaces in front of me. And I know what it feels like to create a beautiful equation in my present relationship, and that it's completely possible. I'm ever willing to change, and I'm ever willing to respect and honor myself and to respect and honor my partner for who they are and what my partner is. Into every cell of your body, every area of your life, at all the four level of your beliefs, for each one's highest and best in the highest and best possible way for each one now. Please say yes if you wish to receive these feelings.
Yes.
Thank you, it is done, it is done, it is done. Creator, show me. Passing unconditional love, light, and healing to everyone. You all can open your eyes. Thank you, Sima, for joining. Do watch the entire thing. You will get to know what, you'll get a lot of your answers there. And thank you everyone for joining. We have got your request with the different topics, and we will take one topic. The next session will be on Thursday again. And for all of you who feel that these are the problems which are coming, so from 9th, we are starting Fear of Commitment workshop for 21 days. And then next after that is the trust issues. You can connect to the office, because there, like, we take step by step for 21 days, multiple releases, a lot of understanding, multiple downloads, meditations, everything becomes part of it. And that shows a lot of result. For now, everyone, thank you for joining, and we'll see you on next Thursday. Thank you.
How do
Namaste
I
to
get,
all.
sorry to interrupt, how do I
Yeah.
get updates about these work, Zoom meetings and topics that you take up every now and then?
Yeah, so you can send your number to us on 98192 is our office number.
Oh, 1 minute, I need to note it down. Yeah, can you please repeat?
98192
Okay.
3223. You just put a request and they will add you in the group.
32223.
Right.
So 98192
3223.
No, there's
Can
one more number required.
one sec, from the office, like someone can take her number, please.
Yeah, please.
I
It's
am
90.
on the chat. You will get the number. So
Oh, sure. Okay. I'll put my number as well over there.
yeah, I put the office number on the chat.
Yeah, fine, fine. Yeah, okay.
And like office, Aditi, please take her number also, so that you remember what her number is.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you
whoever
so
is the
much.
person who informed you, that person will also give you all the details. Go on
Yeah,
Cesta
right.
Healing
Tell
page, you will get all the
somebody,
numbers.
okay.
CSTS Healing. Thank you everyone for joining, and we'll see you on next Thursday. Love you all. See you. Have a
Thank you.
wonderful,
Thank you so
wonderful
much.
week. Thank you. Bye.